Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Bound Compass is proud to present to you the amazing adventures of Captain Farr Novarider and the Wild Horses. Brought to you by the new Aeroglide XJ1 Jump Jet Pack.
Say, Frank, why don't we go to the Wilsons tonight for some soda and charades?
Well, Sally, the car's in the shop. It's too far to walk, and taking the bus would be communist.
Why don't we use those new Aeroglide jump jet packs your parents got us for our anniversary?
Why, Sally, that's brilliant! That's right. The new 2010 Aeroglide XJ1 Jump Jet Pack features an array of new features. From the adjustable, comfortable leather strap so one size fits all, and the cushy red velvet back support, to the new low-profile heat deflector shield that minimizes the chances to catch your pant legs or dress on fire, to the new easy-to-access cigarette lighter. And with the new muffler system, it means half the headaches and nipple permanent hearing loss! That's right, Frank. The new 2010 Aeroglide XJ1 Jump Jet Pack is truly the only jet pack worth owning. When it comes to single-man short-range jetpacks, Aeroglide is the only name to trust. And now, look forward, good listeners, to the fantastical year of 2010 AD, to the years of the Great Royal Confederation of Stars, to when humankind has expanded outward into the great beyond. We have reached thousands of planets, spanning hundreds of light years in any direction, and still we reach farther. Intrepid colonists brave the great empty expanses of the undiscovered galaxy to forge a new era for the betterment of humankind on countless worlds, moons, and space stations. It is to this new frontier where we turn our ears. Tonight's story is The Battle for Turgel.
Good morning, Derringer. Another fine day to look forward to as a marauding band of charitable thugs and brigands, eh? It's late afternoon, sir. Is it really? Well then, quite a good day of being a charitable band of thugs and brigands, eh? What's that you're tinkering with? Message pod, sir. Hand-built, too, by the looks of it. It's impressive that it made it this far. Even more so that it made it to its destination. Who's it for? It appears to be addressed to me, but I haven't been able to access it quite yet.
Help me, Diller Derringer. You're my only hope. Help me, Diller Derringer. You're my only hope.
I don't believe it.
Who
is she?
You're my only
She's
hope.
beautiful. It's Adriana Wainingmoon, daughter of the famed Duke Blaster Wainingmoon. Hold on, I think I can get the full
Help me, Diller
message.
Derringer. You're my only hope. Commander Derringer, years ago you served my father during the Amalgamation Wars. Now I need your help. Baron Mikhail Helian has enslaved the people of Turgel, the third moon of Pupus Beta 4. He's raised the taxes, forced us into labor, and worse yet, forces us to watch talking dog movies in our meager free time. A small band of rebels is formed, but we need the aid of an effective wartime commander. You have 15 seconds left. Please insert $1.83 to extend your time. I must be brief. I don't have exact change. Help me, Diller Derringer. You're my only hope.
Duke Wainingmoon? Didn't he lead the famous Beetlejuice Omicron 2 charge? Derringer, you weren't one of the famous Waning 13 that defeated dauntless Luke Stardust, were you? No, I was babysitting Adriana. Captain, they need my help. They need your help. Never fear, my hardened yet sensitive friend. We'll make haste to Turgel immediately. You want to have sex with her, don't you? Yet no. Baron Helian, sir. Our spies... Ah, good, Mallory. Come in. I need your opinion on something. I'm writing my version of history, and I want to know if you think I look more like a skinny Christian Bale or a more robust Ewan McGregor. The latter, sir. Our spies on Turgel have a report about the growing resistance to your oppression. They have discovered that some of the colonists have launched a message pod. But how? I cut off their access to any pods, email servers, or couriers because they spoiled the end of Final Fantasy XIII for me. Baron Mikhail, sir, it's not like Final Fantasy XIII has a story on par with Casablanca or Citizen Kane. What are you talking about? Final Fantasy XIII has a rich tapestry of characters and plot points. All of that's ruined now because I know the end. Sir, if you enjoy the game, then you should... Never mind. The spies were unable to ascertain who it was sent to or what the message it carried was. They did, however, discover the identity of who sent it. Good! Bring them to me so that I may interrogate them! I am their baron by birthright, so they have an obligation to me. If I choose to increase their taxes so that I can purchase an epic-level pair of boots for my Cataclysm character, they'll bend over and take it. Of course, sir. Wait, before you go, come and proofread my angry letter to Ian Holm about why he makes a terrible Bilbo Baggins. Message from Honda, sir. She has placed the Cabellina in a stealth orbit around the sixth moon of Pupus Beta 2. Good. Tell her we've arrived at the main settlement and are looking for the leader of the resistance. Of course, sir. Now, from what I can tell about some of the talk I've heard, the resistance is very secretive. They have to move carefully, otherwise they'll be put to death immediately. We'll have to be careful about the questions we ask and who we talk to. If we give the wrong thing away to the wrong person, it could spell disaster. Hello, I say, does anyone here know who we can talk to about seeing Adriana Wainingmoon, the leader of the resistance? She contacted us about helping lead the rebellion against Baron Mikhail Hidia. I can. Ah, good. That was quite easy. Come, Derringer. We're going this way to meet the leader of the resistance, the one that everything hinges on. I can't believe I'm bothering with this. Come this way, in here. It's me. We need to talk to Adriana.
What's the passcode?
Maggie Gyllenhaal peeked in Donnie Darko.
Okay, you can come in.
Commander Derringer, it's good to see you again. You've grown quite a bit since I've last seen you, Adriana. This is my CO, Captain Farr Novarider. Captain Novarider of the FFS Cabellina. Derringer and I lead the famed privateer crew known as the Wild Horses. So I've heard. That is why I've asked you to come, Commander. Our resistance is growing, but we're short on experienced officers and fighters. We need someone to help train us for the inevitable coming conflict. Well, this sounds right up our alley, doesn't it, Derringer? The question stands, how do we turn this group of farmers and merchants into a merciless band of murderous commandos? That's actually not what I wanted. Look out! Oh, it's tear gas! My God, they're coming through! Adriana, get behind me! Danger, help! You're coming with us! Danger, help me! Team Bravo, move! We need 2 more moves, sir. Fine, move! Come back here, you scoundrel! Damn, they took her. Oh God, what'll I do? The rebellion hinged on her! She was everything! Get a hold of yourself, soldier! Captain, I think it's time we jump into action. It certainly is, Derringer. It is the time to stand for what you believe in. The time to unite against tyranny. The time to be found as brothers and sisters in one cause. A cause so honorable and chivalrous that it will not be forgotten by the many generations to follow. On this day we will, like you now, unite to remember, to celebrate with the finest of wines and beers, along with a table of braised ham, mashed potatoes, breads and cheeses, and maybe some chips and guacamole as an appetizer. And someone might bring some tofurkey because they don't eat meat or whatever, and that's cool too. God, I'm hungry. What the hell was I talking about? The revolution, Captain. Yeah, whatever, we'll win. Do you guys have a Hoagie's in town, or some place that makes a decent plate of nachos? I just don't want McDonald's. Baron Hideon, sir. We brought you Adriana Wainingmoon, the leader of the resistance. Excellent! Hook her up to the polygraph while I finish this letter to the director of the Uncharted movie about why he should choose Nathan Fillion to play Nathan Drake. Now, my dear! My spies told me that you sent a message pod into deep space. Who did you send it to? My old babysitter. Liar! Mallory, tell me how much of a liar she is! According to the polygraph, she's telling the truth, Baron. No! Everyone knows that those tests are only 73.9% accurate. She's found a way to fool the machine. Master Hideon, sir, these polygraph machines are quite accurate, actually. Maybe you just need to adjust your line of questioning. No! I am Baron, therefore I am right! Then why did you even bother to use a test? We need something more persuasive. Perhaps an all-out attack on the colonies of Turgel will loosen our tongue. No gradual escalation of interrogation methods. just straight to the muttering of the populace then. Now! Attacking my home will only serve to strengthen our resolve. Your show of brute force to control the people will be your ultimate undoing. Your show of brute force will be your ultimate undoing? That's you! That's what you sound like! Listen up, troops. Scans from the Caballina show that we've got an incoming attack force. From what intel we've been able to gather, we're looking at the bulk of the Baron's forces, which consists primarily of mercenaries. From my experience, mercenaries can be relied upon to secure objectives and engage targets. But if they feel they've been outgunned, they'll cut and run. We've got to lure them in and trap them in a crossfire. You may not be able to hit them, but it should give the illusion of a superior force. Captain, can you think of anything to add to this assessment?
No, you got this one on.
I have organized you into 5-man cells. Each cell holds a city block. Should a cell fall below 3 squad members, they will fall back to a neighboring block. When the mercenaries arrive, we'll allow them into the city center. Wait for the go code, which is, Seth Rogen is only funny when he doesn't write his own material. Once you hear this, you let slip the dogs of war. Does everybody understand?
What if you don't have any dogs of war? Yeah, like will cats work? They're not of war. What about koi or snapping turtles?
You said 5-man groups? What about groups that have 1 or 2 women, or all women? What do we do?
I thought Seth Rogen was hilarious in Pineapple Express. What happens if the cell falls below 2?
It looks like you have your hands full, Derringer. I have literally taken care of groups of 5-year-olds that are easier to coordinate. Captain, might I recommend that while the Baron's forces are here, you and the crew of the Capellina take his compound? Capital idea, Commander. That will give me the opportunity to rescue Adriana. She'll no doubt succumb to my heroic and dashing ways. What? No, I mean you could clean out its coffers so he can't pay his mercenary army anymore. A solid secondary objective, Derringer. Exactly why I trust you as my second in command. No, just save, don't. I'm off to the Caballina to prep for the attack. I ensure my fine robe is laid out, Barry Manilow is playing, and that Jamaican love incense is lit. No, wait, I didn't mean that. I think we need to switch roles. Whoville, this is the Grinch. I have the hots for little Lindy Lou. I repeat, I have the hots for little Lindy Lou. Over. Alright boys, let's move out.
What the hell was that?
It was code, you know, so people don't know what we're talking about or what we're doing. Dude, I read the code book and I still don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And now, you sound like a pedophile. What are you talking about? I didn't sound like a pedophile.
Seth Rogen is only funny when he doesn't write his own material.
What was that? An apt observation?
Does that mean we attack?
For the love of God, yes!
Dude, they're less coordinated than we are. Hollander, report. Scans show the Baron's compound is minimally guarded. Excellent. It's time to get me some. You're not talking about fighting, are you? Engines to full. Put us on a stealth trajectory. It will be more heroic if they don't know about us until the last second. Aye, sir. Putting us on an optimal flight path to get you some tail. Baron Helion, the attack on the main city of Turgel has begun. Our forces have met heavy resistance, sir. Ha! Now you see, Adriana, the sum total of your errors. All who oppose me will be crushed into the dirt. Actually, sir, our forces are taking heavy losses. Many of the mercenaries that you hired are breaking rank and fleeing. What? Impossible! Very possible, Baron Helion. It wasn't just my babysitter that I contacted, but none other than Commander Dillard Derringer, the man who defended Scorpio Omicron 4 from a superior force. The man who was known as the good luck charm of the Hellion Wing. The man who is the current second command of the Caballina and her crew of wild horses. And at his back are the voices of the many, Baron. The many that you oppressed. The many that you denied basic civil liberties. It is this righteous army of hope that stands against you and your army of vultures and opportunists. Today, the great Baron Mikhail Helion will fail because his own pride blinded him to his faults. That's retarded! I can easily just escape before they attack the compound, and then I'll be able to bring all the forces I need. But I think I should take you with me as insurance. Again, sir, it appears that you are wrong. There's an incoming ship. It's the Cabellina. What? It's already landing in your vegetable garden. My prized Kentucky Wonder green beans! They're soaming through your tulip bed, sir. Those bulbs will never grow back! They've taken a boarding hatchet to your Orion Sigma 3 mahogany door, sir. It was finally crafted! They are now charging down the hallway. They're tracking dirt all over my Tibetan rugs! Sign here, sir. Certainly. What am I signing for? Acknowledgement of my resignation, sir. My manservant! It appears the knight takes the king. I'm afraid not, Novarider. Though you may have bested my men, you still have yet to face me in one-on-one combat. Really? You're doing this? Oh, I fully intend to do this. I have been schooled by the finest masters in jiu-jitsu, judo, and western boxing, all making me an expert in the sword. Point of order, none of those styles really use weapons, sir. I will defeat you, Novarider, and then I will reclaim my rightful place as Baron of Pupus Beta 4 and Master of Turgel. It can't be! Maybe now, Baron Helion. You'll learn that simply being born into a position of power doesn't mean you should have said power. In order to effectively wield any sort of authority, whether great or small, you must first earn the respect of the people over which you command. And you can't earn their respect by denying them civil rights, oppressively taxing them, and simply taking what you want when you want it. You must first give. Give to the community hospitals and churches. Read to illiterate children. Serve soup at your local soup kitchen. Pass the bills at those bus tickets for the elderly. Then and only then will people give you the respect you so desire and accept you as their baron. Now stand here while my men steal all your shit and I put the moves on Adriana. Hello there. Oh, hello.
And thus concludes this episode of The Amazing Adventures of Captain Farr Novarider and the Wild Horses. Gentle listeners, join us again soon right here at boundcompass.blogspot.com for more adventures to follow. This amazing adventure was conceived, written, voiced, and braised in a delicious lemon zest by Devin Peters, with special guest star Lindy, the sardonic girl Crumb. Tips from American Force 2, The Untouchable Glory are owned by IFT Films and Arts. With sound effects by SoundJ.com, PackTV.com, 3DMMstudio.co.uk, Flash EFX, Sundogs.com, Series 6000, Extension 3, and the General, Supplier 2200, Digifex, Soundstorm Library, Impact Effects 3, Guns, Rob Noakes, Airborne Sound Library, Matt Temple, The Sound Effects Bible, Triple Crown Sound, File Effects Library, and Maxton Soundworks. All music by Bradley Rains, copyright 2011. Visit Bradley at www.bradleyrains.com. Bound Compass and the Amazing Adventures of Captain Farr Novarider and the Wild Horses are copywritten 2012. We now return you to American Force 2, Untouchable Glory.
I touch my glory all the time.
You are Brian O'Reilly, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I'm Bill
And you
O'Reilly.
are.
Oh, well,
I
my
am your
mistakes then.
worst nightmare. I guess Karpov sent you to kill me, huh?
No, he
That's
sent me
right.
to deliver this nice basket of homemade jams.
You don't look so tough to me. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, you could miss out on some
You'll be
really
needing some
good
weapons.
cheesy romance novels. Hold on, I am having a seizure. Yes, in order to best threaten your enemies, interpretive dance at them. Rigon, do you ever feel like we miss out on a lot of the adventure and actions the other crew members are having? No.
What a useless guy.